Alrighty everybody, welcome into this video. This is going to be one of a short series of videos offering little updates on this project I'm working on. That project being a Airsoft Mortar. We're preparing it in preparation for the regional invitational tournament here in Washington State. In this video I'm just going to go over the general design of these, I'm going to call them cartridges for the Airsoft Mortar. I just want to let you guys know that the inspiration for this design, as well as most of the measurements and other various information that was used in the making of this mortar, was provided by a YouTube channel by the name of Steve Lewis. I'm going to have his information down in the description below and possibly on screen right now. But without any further ado, let's get into it. So this is a cartridge for the Airsoft Mortar. Let's start with the bottom half. This bottom half is made with a inline fuel filter, and I believe those are mostly used for racing vehicles, but I'm no expert, so I'm not exactly sure. The first thing we do in the design is we tap in a threaded hole in the bottom here to create space for this Schrader valve. Then we screw that in. This side's pretty much done. This upper half, let me unscrew it here, is made out of, this half up here is made out of 1-inch PVC, filled with a 2 parts plastic resin, and a steel pipe goes right through the middle, as you guys can see there. And it comes out the other end. This plastic resin was actually poured so that it creates a sort of flange in here, so it actually ends right around, like right here. That's where this red rated silicone begins, and we create a really good seal in here. And then we used a rubber washer that's typically used for a kitchen sink to create a very, very good seal here. Now, how this works, or how it should work, I suppose, is you take a ball bearing, nice and heavy. You can see this one here. This is the size that Mr. Lewis uses in his videos. You stick it inside of the fuel filter. Oh, by the way, the fuel filter's empty. The actual filter was taken out, so it's completely hollow in here. And then you screw this end on, and I won't screw it on because you won't actually be able to see how it works, but essentially speaking, once it's screwed on, you flip it upside down so that this part is actually resting on the ground, which makes the ball bearing itself rest on this rubber seal here. And then you just screw on a portable Schrader valve air pump and pump it up to 100, 200, I believe even 300 psi. At least that's what this Schrader valve is rated for. And then with the ball bearing stuck there, you can flip it over. You can attach an airsoft grenade, slip it on top here, and I'll give you a demonstration of that in a moment. And then you just drop it down the tube, all assembled together. Looks something like this. Drop it down the mortar tube. It hits the bottom. The impact makes the ball bearing jar loose, and all of that pressured air releases out the tube on the top and shoots the airsoft grenade out. Now, the one issue that I'm coming up with currently, and the reason why I can't give you a live demonstration here, is because this ball bearing that I got is actually, turns out, slightly too large, or rather, I actually didn't center the metal tube quite well enough here. So a little bit of an explanation. So when this is resting here, you can see it's not exactly centered up and down, and so when I put this half of the fuel filter on top, it's actually touching this side. And so what that means is that the ball is just slightly off, and it won't seal. Alrighty everybody, well that's going to be it for this first update. In a couple days, once I get the ball bearing smaller ball bearing in. I ordered one, and it should be in on Saturday. Once that's in, I'll be able to give a live demonstration as to how this behaves under pressure. I'll be able to show you the sort of projectiles that I've created, custom projectiles, and that'll be very exciting. So stay tuned, everybody, and for now, I will see you guys later.